Hello, you join me on a journey to Teesside Park at the moment, where today we are going to do something called Your Future, where basically the NHS do a little blood test and just check your overall weight, height, BMI and your blood pressure, and for that you get a £10 voucher. And then after that we are going for a little wander round a nice little place in Osmusley called Cod Beck Lake. Right, I'm just merging onto the road there. So we will then have a look at the Cod Beck Lake itself, and everyone's just breaking it. Right up there on that car, that red Peugeot that you can see in front of us, that is a wedding photographer who did my actual wedding. He's called Stuart and his company is called Discovery Photos. Real amazing photos and everything that he did for us. Couldn't recommend him. He was amazing that way. I'm just going to say that. He's not sponsored or anything. If anyone lives in the northeast area, more Middlesbrough, Redcar area and that, is excellent for a wedding. So here we are, we're in Teesside Park. Don't know if any of you have actually been to Teesside Park before, but it's a big place. And I need to be in that lane there. They've changed the roundabout on here. There used to be the middle lane that used to be for straight ahead and right, and now it's just the right hand lane for right. But then on the roundabout it shows that you can go right as well, so I don't know what's happening there. Oh my word, it's busy. So for our health, it directs me to go to the Boots store itself. So I'm not going to take you into Boots because there's not a lot really that I'll be able to film in there. But as soon as I'm out, we'll then go to Cod Beck Lake. Right, so that is our future all done there. So we are done with that. I almost went out the wrong way there. I haven't been down Teesside Park in ages, and since I've been down here, they've only just recently changed car parking from what I can tell. Because before you used to just be able to go in any direction, and now you can only go one way. So I now need to go the whole way around. So yeah, with our future health, what it is they take a few little bits of blood samples from yourself, do your height, weight, your blood pressure and everything like that, and then on the back of it, it says that what they do is they test your DNA to see what diseases you could potentially have, and then they also look at freezing one of the samples that they do take from you, and then in the future, if new diseases and that do come, which they're inevitably going to do, then the scientists can apply to actually get your blood sample, and then once they have your blood sample, they can test out on vaccines and stuff like that, which is pretty good. Because if there was anything like another COVID pandemic, you'd want to make sure that there was the resources there to actually make sure that yes, this is all going to go nice and quickly. I can tell you stories about the COVID pandemic because I used to work in care during that time. Everything that we saw was ridiculous. Wasn't anything to do with the government, it was just the lack of information we had from the company that I worked for on what we had to do. It got that bad that I literally was researching what the NHS was doing, implemented new rules in the care home I worked at because I was one of the senior carers who did the medication and everything. And from that, I became one of the care home's COVID champions. They then had me going around to, we had 5 care homes within the company itself. I went around 3 of them to do it. I ended up just making a pack that just got sent out to the other 2 care homes because they were nursing homes. And if I stayed in one of those nursing homes, I would not have been too happy because they were all just basically on end of life, and it was just the worst sort of scenarios you could think of in those nursing homes altogether. But that's for another day, really, on that. But aye, we'll get back to this in a minute once we're out at Teesside Park and we're on our way to Cod Beck Lake, which is, it is a 23-minute drive from where I am right now. Okay, see you in a bit. Right, so we are here in Osmuzzley now, North Allerton. Oh, in a minute I'm going to turn the camera around because honestly it is absolutely stunning. If you've never been here, it is an amazing place to go and walk your dog, just go for a nice walk. It does help mentally as well to go on this walk as well, which I am finding as well. So a bit of reasoning why I haven't done a lot of videos the last few weeks is I've had a bit of a breakdown in a way. So I've been on tramadol for the past 7 years, and during that time as well I also had an incident where I got attacked, and then I just sort of buried it, and then because I've been coming off the tramadol, my brain's just sort of brought everything back. So I've been basically reliving the trauma and basically trying to get everything all sorted in my head again, which I'm starting to get a lot better now on this. Just thank them for letting me out. So yeah, alright, let's pop this over so you can see the other side. It's a bit shaky as well. It's on an arm for me to drive as well whilst filming. Oh. One of the worst things about coming down here as well sometimes is it's, especially in the summer, is it can be really busy and then you're just having to check everywhere. Half the time, in a minute, as you'll see, there's a nice narrow road that's for 2-way traffic, and half the time you end up reversing halfway down it just to allow some people to go down it as well, which is always a bit of fun. But I do love it here. There's a fish and chip shop here as well that I do really want to try. However, they're only open for so many hours during the day, and I've never actually managed to make it when they're open. But I will do one day. I'll do a little review on that. So at the moment, I've not got enough room to get past these bikes. Sometimes it's a bit annoying for me still, because as some of you may be aware as well, I have had surgery on my foot. I've only just started coming back to driving, and I'm still not going to be able to get past them. And because of that, my leg is still not 100%, so going up and down on the clutch is not always the best thing to do for me. I have been advised to go for an automatic car by my sister, because her husband-to-be, he's got an automatic car, and he said it's absolutely amazing, and so is she. She's got an automatic car, but I don't want an automatic car. I don't want an electric car. That makes me sound a bit like the Macmaster there. Yeah, electric cars are not what I want to do, but I have got a plan so we can have a little test drive of a Tesla soon as well. I just need to do it when it's a day when I'm not at work at BT and EE answering the phones, and I'm also able to drop the kids off at nursery as well. We're having a little test drive there. I'm just going to pop this on here a second, and I'm going to get everything done. There we are, we're finally past the bikes. And we can do the 30 miles an hour that we've been told we can do. And then in a minute as well, it's going to be 60 miles an hour, but my recommendation to this, after doing it plenty of times, don't do 60. At the most, you can get away with 40. So, that's a holiday park. And here we are, there's our first car that we're pulling over for. There's not a lot of room, even people are walking down it as well, which makes it really difficult to do. And these penalty notices noted up as well if you do go and park your car basically down here, which I don't know why you would. Oh, in a minute as well, through the trees, you should be able to see Cod Beck Lake as well, which it is stunning. It's a reservoir, but it is stunning. Oh, here's another car. So if we just pull over here a bit of room there. Some lovely houses down here as well, I must admit. Sometimes you do forget that there is houses down here because of the actual trees and everything. But yeah, it is amazing. But here we are, there is Cod Beck Lake, right there. We'll have a little walk around there. I don't know how far I'm going to get because, yeah, as I have mentioned, my leg is still not 100% from the surgery. I've had my ligaments fixed, my appendicitis fixed, and I've also got screws in my foot. I take it day by day at the moment just to actually get most of the stuff done that I want to do. Oh, and here's our very first, I can't think of what these are called. It's to stop the wildlife from escaping. I think there's another one just over here. Sometimes when you come here it's really good as well. There's generally a big massive puddle just down here, and it is massive. But I don't think there will be today because of the sun being out as well. But it isn't half beautiful. It's literally 20 minutes from where I live in Middlesbrough, this place. One of the best things about this country is you always get amazing sights. It could be an hour down the road, it could be 20 minutes like it is for me, but it is amazing. I don't know if you can see over on the field there as well, there is some sheep as well. There was one funny time as well where we had our Staffordshire Bull Terrier, it was called Boris. We brought him here and there was a load of cows. He was blind as well, the dog. But as soon as he sensed the cows there, he was absolutely terrified. He would not move. It was hilarious to see. It is good. So there's 2 car parking places in here. I'm just hoping there's a space down the other end itself, because they do patrol this area with parking tickets, and we don't want to get a parking ticket. This looks like there's some space in here. That's fantastic. So just be careful on the skirt of the car. And we're here. Right, what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to change into my walking shoes. We're going to have a bit of walking fun. Here's a little start of walking up Cod Beck Lake. It is nice. That's where the river starts a bit, or the reservoir starts a bit. I'd pop down there, but yeah, I'm not wanting to go in the water really. Yeah, let's have a look here. I'm not sure if you can make out there, but there's the sheep. Try zooming a bit more on them. Don't know how far it's going to get on this, but yeah, there's the sheep. Now look at this little bit of land here. I'm just going to bring the camera out a bit. Yeah, nice. Bit of steepness here and slippiness, especially in the wintry months. If you've ever done any walking in the winter, you know that this can be slippy here. I'm just going to hold on to branches as I walk as well, because my leg's still not 100% good. The only thing about sometimes this is the path that you take can be the bad path. Ooh. So let's go down here. So I've got a bit of a right. So yeah, I'm just taking it really easy, just so I don't topple over, because we don't want that. It's absolutely beautiful. Whoa. Right, so I have got some more plans for some walks in the future as well. More for next year, because I know my son, he should be up to it as well next year. Because at the moment he's only 3 and he'd get this far and want me to carry him. He might still do it next year. I'll decide whether or not I do it with him next year. But I've got plans to have a walk up. We've got a thing called Rosebery Top in here, near Middlesbrough and Captain Cook's Monument. Nice little idea of going up them, just to show the beauty of them as well. And we're at the nice little gates here that gets us into the little park area. Here, and it should be open. Oh, yes. Yeah, I'll push the gate open, and I've got some walking boots on, and I'm trying not to step in puddles because I don't want to get them mucky. And I know they're supposed to get mucky because the walking boots. Just look at that. Absolutely stunning. It's stunning what you do get here in the northeast of England. This reminds me of a start with film, or the end with a movie or something like that. Just the way the panoramic views are on here. It is really good. So yeah, nice little sign there. Cod Beck Lake. Don't swim. I don't know why anyone would. It's not the best thing to be doing. Yeah. Another hill coming up. Thankfully there's not too many hills here. I think this is one of 2 that I'm going to walk up in a second. But I will say, before, when I used to do this walk with the dog and my wife, before we had kids, walking up here used to kill my ankle. Now walking up here, I barely feel anything, which is good. That's a huge improvement from the last 7 years, really. And if you ever do come here, do some paths that you can veer off going into the woods and that. I just mainly stick to go around the Cod Beck, as you call it, reservoir. As you can see it through the trees. It just looks absolutely stunning. So I brought as well with me, I'm going to see if I can do it, because there's sometimes some tadpoles. I've brought my action cam in a waterproof case to see if we can see any as well. So there's the first part of the river itself there, or the beck. It's absolutely stunning here. Look, for this walk, I had a pair of shorts on this morning when I dropped my kids off at nursery. I thought, oh, I'm coming here, I'll put my jogging bottoms on just so I've got a bit of warmth. I'm actually regretting that because it is really warm here. As well, I had to take my jacket off as well. But it's nice, just what we need as well. And there's plenty of benches around as well. I will say it's funny, I brought my bulldog here once. He absolutely hates branches. He'd be barking at them right now. He's a funny little bugger. Honestly, it is amazing. There's only literally been a few people walking around. It's so quiet. It's amazing. It isn't always like this. Sometimes it is really, really busy. A few dog walkers, and that's about it. Well, yeah, I've been walking about 20 minutes now, and yeah, I'm walking slower than what I normally would have done before my surgery, but it's just nice just to get out, have this walk, look at all the beautifulness of nature. And also as well, there's plenty of little streams that do come in that feed the reservoir as well. This one goes up the mountain a bit, or the hill a bit, and feeds itself into there, so it goes all the way under and all the way there. Very good. Keeping people of North Allerton with plenty of water. So yeah, we're on our way back now from the reservoir. you can still see it through the trees, which is always a blessing on this walk. Also, this walk's a good walk as well in the winter, especially. Also, we've done it Boxing Day and Christmas Eve. I might do a Christmas Day this year. It is a lovely walk, but so having the wife will do it as well. But you walk back through the woods. It's pretty much like this the entire way. A few hills as well, which is lovely. Fortunately, I haven't seen no tadpoles anywhere. Yeah, I've come various times of the years, and there's always spawns of tadpoles everywhere. But there isn't this time. Might have all turned into frogs by now. But you can always have a look another day on them. These are our very first hill as well. It doesn't really show up on the camera, but yeah, this is the very first hill. We're just going down the slope now. It does sort of bring it a bit more in perspective now as well. Honestly, when I used to do this walk before my surgery, it used to absolutely kill. I don't know if my legs got a bit of muscle memory there, because it's trying to do a bit like it used to do before, where it would make me do one step at a time. But it is absolutely amazing. The smells that you do get here as well is pine, freshness and everything. It is amazing. So I'm walking here, right, and it feels like that scene out of E.T. where he's running through the forest itself. So we're just on the way back to the car, and honestly this scene, this part here just reminds me of that scene from E.T. It really does. If you haven't seen E.T. in a while, I'd suggest going back and watching it. You'd know exactly what I'm on about. Right, that walk all done there. I need to just turn the engine on. Right, and then, so we're all done on that walk there. So that was Cod Beck, Lake Osmonsley, North Allerton. So I do highly suggest that you do come and have a walk here. It is lovely. So what I'm going to do before we end this and mention like, comment and subscribe as well, I want to show you part of the way that you get out of here, as well as going the way that we did come in from as well. So without further ado, let's turn the camera around. Reminder as well, this road is 60 miles an hour, but I honestly would not suggest going 60. At the moment I'm going about 20 miles an hour. I only know to do roughly around about this speed because I've done this road plenty of times, and I know there's quite a lot of tight bends in that, and there's quite a lot of cars that do come down here, so you need to be quite quick on what you're doing. At the moment I am picking up a bit of speed. The most I'm going to do here is about 30. It's more than adequate for this road itself. As I said, just with the amount of cars, look, I use the car to prove my point here. Well, it's a van more than anything. So if you can hear something in the background as well, that is my aircon in the car, because it is absolutely sweltering in this car. I will do a video on this car as well very soon, because I absolutely love my car. It's a Hyundai Kona. I will do a video on it soon, as I mentioned there. Sorry, I got distracted by some sheep. Reminds me of that song Caleb did. I can't stand sheep. If you haven't seen that, I suggest that you do go and watch it. It is hilarious. Bringing the speed right down just for this part here. that in an electric car. In my eyes. I can change the gear, it's what I want. In an electric car will just do whatever it feels like, in my opinion. But there'll be some out there that'll tell me different. You can always guarantee it. So, I'm just gonna point the first here and make sure that there's no cars coming down, because this is a two-way road. And it's called Black Horse Lane. There's some lovely farmers and fields and everything around here. I once got stuck behind one of the farmers' tractors down here, which that was quite fun to watch. Which I will say as well, someone stole or tried to steal my back British farming sticker off the back of my car. I'm quite annoyed about that because it's now partly stuck on with farming. I will get another one off Hawkston Brewery. There's one of the farmer's fields there, he's got some horses in it. Basically all that the car's doing on this is the gear's literally just pulling me along. I'm not even on the gas pedal or anything. I am at the moment because I'm just bringing the car down the gear just so I can get around this corner nicely. Oh, there's a pheasant. Normally see plenty of those on the floor, killed. This part here you do need to go nice and slow because it is tight. May not look tight from the camera angles, but trust me it is. But that concludes today's video of actually having a walk around Cod Beck Lake, Osmosey. Oh, remember, please do like, comment and subscribe to Matt Presents. I've been Matt today, and it's been a pleasure with you coming on the walk with me. I do hope to see you in the next video. Oh, there's a little rabbit that we've just gone past. But yeah, I am continuing with the series of regeneration. We are looking at Peter Capaldi next, and I should have that out next week. Thank you very much. Bye bye for now.